All right, so we got new knives. Oh, wrong knife. Whoops. We've got new knives here at SMKW. Let's light it up.
Start this off really quick. Stick to the end of the episode, or just skim it all the way to the end because it's probably what you'll do anyways. And we got stuff to get.
It's for free.
Woo!
If you do the right things and you get picked. That's how it works.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. There's certain words we can and can't use. But we got new knives to get to first.
Yeah. Wow. So might as well just start with the elephant in the room.
And this is definitely a chunky elephant right here. So new brand to SMKW, and we're going to be giving a rundown more on all of the models that we got. But we actually featured them. You went by and saw them at SHOT Show and got some video with them. And we've got their knives in. And as far as I mean, we're one of the only retailers that are carrying Midgards Messer. And they have some really interesting designs here. And these things are absolutely beautiful. This one right here is called the Beowulf. We got their full line of products that were being offered. This one is just one that stuck out to me, and I kind of wanted to give a teaser. We're going to be doing more on them next week.
There's a whole line.
Yeah. And but we just kind of wanted to give a teaser there. That is such a chunky beast. CPM D2 on the blade steel. Titanium on the handles, got the glass breaker on the back end there. Now, here's one thing that they talked about at SHOT Show with you, and they wanted people to know. It does have this lock bar that comes in it, so you can actually put that lock bar in and screw it down, essentially making it a fixed blade. That is not for safety. That is basically...
It does add safety, but it's not by design, it's by legalities.
Yeah, requirement in the country where they are located, which is, I don't know, is it Denmark or is it, do you remember?
It's one of these.
Yeah, it's super excited and just wanted to give you guys kind of a primer.
This is a professional show, you know. So
right. But look at that drop shut. I mean, it kind of has to.
It's a guillotine.
That's a chunk of a CPM D2 blade right there.
I wanted to show their little pouch because it's actually, it's really nice. Whether that's real leather or not, it feels like it. So most of them, you know, you just kind of get the little fabric pouch. This is a pretty cool pouch. And you get a patch
on there
too if you don't want to keep it on there. I don't know. I'm not a pouch guy. I don't ever put my knives in pouches. So the fact that you get to take the logo off and put it on something you might actually be carrying.
And I believe this one's yeet approved from you.
Yes. I was talking about this earlier. I will say this, as chunky as this, is this one CPMD2? Yes, yeah. CPMD2. Let's go ahead. Let's start the debate. Let's start fighting in the comments below because you're going to see the price on this and go, D2, I'm tired of having this conversation. CPMD2 is different. If you argue with me, you're wrong. So, you're right.
Powder D2 is very different from regular D2. Yes, the composition is the same, but actually how it is put together and the, I guess, density of it is going to be vastly different from regular D2. So
all I'm saying is you have a chance to just agree and not be wrong, so don't be wrong. So, I love this style, and it's actually very similar to Medford's.
Yeah.
And had a little bit better price point. So,
yeah. Is it practical?
Absolutely not.
No.
There is nothing. Gosh, mighty.
There's no reason you need a knife like this. But is it gonna? And you said this before this. You were like, "Does somebody need this?" Absolutely not. But as it goes, is it gonna make you happy? Yeah, it is. Every day.
I mean, it just makes you smile. I haven't had this same feeling since we had the proponents.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, God almighty, why would we have something like that? And I'll tell you why. It's so you can do this. So, all right, we've talked about it a lot. It's exciting. We love getting new stuff in. Let us know what you think about it. We'll do a whole video of this line because It's cool, and like he said, not many people have this, so
Yeah.
we'll let you know more about it. Other brands that people do have and are really hard to get and come by is Hinderer.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. And this is the Project X, and I got to say, this is probably my favorite Hinderer that I've ever played with and held. I don't know, it is the epitome of a hard use work knife right there. And it's very simple. It works. Nice clip point blade. I like that. Titanium on the backside. I like the milling, the sculpting, reversible pocket clip, or no, one-way pocket clip, excuse me. Said that wrong. But this is the really interesting feature, and I'm going to try to do this without like killing my fingers, because I did yesterday. There we go. So it's actually got a takedown tool that just fits and seats in between the main, I guess, backspacer and this secondary one that's right in here. And this is going to be a tool that you can actually remove the pocket clip with. You can remove all of the screws with. It's very secure, seats in there really nicely. And it's going to fit all the different screws, no matter what size. And I really think that's a cool concept. I think a lot more companies should employ something like that, because a lot of companies do put like an Allen key or something like that in with their knives so that you can take them apart, but none of them have it so that it's on the knife at all times. I think that's a really cool feature. S45VN on the blade steel, and we've got a bunch of different colors in this one too. I doubt they're going to last long. But I know we've got, I think, 5 or 6 different variations of this one. So
they never really do last
no.
too long, and it's a knife if you collect them, you understand it. If you don't, it really don't matter. There's people out there that buy them anyways. So they're really cool. They're very solid all the way around.
I had not tried reverse flicking it until just now, and
it's everything I would say you'd want with a Chris Reeves knife, except for you can actually fidget with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I like that. Yeah. So what do you think about that one?
It's cool. You know where I'm going to go with this. I do like some of the other ones a little bit better, just because I'm not a chicken wing fan.
Right.
If it was just thumb stud, I'd be tempted to go ahead and get my first Hinderer.
You'd be all over it. Yeah.
Yeah. So. It's just weird. I'm sure maybe my opinion will change as this journey of knife collecting goes on. Because in the beginning, I only wanted flipper tabs.
Yeah.
I remember my first opinion of the original CEO. I was like, I hate this.
With the thumb stud.
Yeah, I was like, I can't get it. And then I figured out how to use a thumb stud. It's like, I only want to use a thumb stud. And I just like the clean lines of it. So...
and that is interesting how our journey changes as we go along, and we kind of gradually move throughout that path and find different things that we like and prefer. I can look at my collection and see the same thing. I'm like, oh, well, this is where I went, and that's interesting to look at that way.
It's not hard to figure out when you look at mine.
It's all dark gray,
black and gray.
I think you're going to like this next one, though. And this one is actually a really affordable option right here. American made.
Oh, it's a 3-blade. Wow.
Yes. So that is going to be a small Stockman, genuine Stag on the handles. I love those small Stockmans like that. I think they're incredibly functional and fit in the pocket really nice. And to get one in legit, real Stag, made in America, brass pins, brass liners, nickel silver on the bolsters, nickel silver on that case bomb shield. And that one's coming in at $89.99. $89.99 for Stag. That's fantastic from case. And it also comes with the collectible tin. Next up is going to be a ProTech. And this has been one of the most popular models. It has definitely been their most popular that is not an auto. But it's been one of their most popular models in general. Now, we've had the black one with the satin finish blade before. This one right here is the same Malibu, but with the dragon scale and OD green 7075 T6 aluminum handles, with the black coated CPM 20 CV blade, that reverse Tanto blade there, and just an awesome action.
I love ProTech's design so much. I really do. Would love to see this in a either without the flipper at all or a thumb stud. But
yeah,
the weight, the feel, the texture, the grip, the shape of the blade, shape of the handle. You're not going to hear me complain about ProTech too much.
yeah.
Fanboy, a little bit.
That's the first booth you go to at every blade show.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. Maybe I'm a little drawn to it because their stuff it's hard for us to get in.
Yeah.
We get it in, but not in large quantities. So it's like when it comes in, you got to make a decision that day as a collector. Like,
do I go ahead and get this?
Because if you don't, it will be gone. And that's just one of those things. ProTech, Hinderer, people who collect Chris Reeve knives. It's just one of those things. They just make limited numbers on everything they do. They don't flood the market with it. So
and they spend a lot of time on quality, their quality control.
Even with the handles. I mean, I think he was describing like to do that feathered texture takes literally like 4 hours a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, really think about that in scale. Like how many these you can get done. I mean, that's if you have one machine, that's 2 a day. That's 2 hand scales a day.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they have more, but
well, and you got to think a lot of times those machines are going to be dedicated to other models that they're currently making too. So that it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, and those handles have to be matched up, and it's a lot of precision work that goes into that. Now, only fixed blade on the table is going to be an exclusive from LT Wright. We just got these in, and that is going to be the LT Wright Bandit. This is an exclusive in a couple of different ways. So, one, the Bandit is our exclusive from LT Wright. And 2, this one's in the PSB 27. So that's a spray form tool steel. We've talked a little bit about it. This is going to be full tang, fixed blade, brass pins, brass lanyard hole right here. And this one's going to have the Python micarta on the handles. So really cool micarta design on that.
I'll say this.
Python
I might get in trouble. If you like these handles, stay tuned.
I'll take it even further. Queen USA. Anyways, those are going to be happening very soon as well. So that one's really cool and comes with a handmade leather sheath. Just a beautiful design. And as you know, LT Wright does right every time. I've not seen anything bad come from them whatsoever.
And great people.
Yeah.
Great company. If you only want to buy things from people who are great people, there you go.
Yeah, that's one of the nicest guys in the knife business, and absolutely love him and Elaine to death. And Brian there at Woods Monkey. Those guys do an amazing job with their stuff. That one's coming in at $222, and that's so a lot of you will probably say, I thought the Bandit was around $119, $120. Yes, our normal Bandits are that are in.
This is a
whether
special
it's
Bandit.
AEBL or A2 or whatever. But this one's going to be in that PSB 27. That stuff's a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult to work, too, with it being a spray form tool steel. So,
get it.
Next up is going to be another interesting one, and we talked about this one at Blade, Texas. And that is the RS71. Yes, I said that right. Don't try to correct me. I'm sure you see
Don't be wrong.
Influence.
Just agree.
Don't be wrong. Just agree. That is the RS71. Obviously deriving some of its influence in the design from the SR71 Blackbird. And I mean, you can see the influence in the design there, but obviously the SR71 is going to be copywritten. So RS71 is what they went with. You can roll it. I know. I didn't try to flick it with that, but you can roll it.
Try. It's one thing to roll it, and then one thing to roll it and show it sideways on camera.
Contort your hand until you get like carpal tunnel over there.
Yeah.
So liner lock, Nitro-V on the blade steel, G10 on the handles. Now we've got this one in OD green as well. ambi thumb studs, also has the flipper tab, and also has
Ooh.
oh, there you go. That was pretty
Yeah.
slick right there.
Yeah, I think that's easier than the thumb.
That was pretty slick.
I was kind of just feeling her out, and then it just like I
It just happened.
Didn't even really have to force it.
And it looks like it would be a dagger, but this is a false edge up here, so that is not sharp on the top side right there.
So legal in some
Yes.
states still.
And that one's coming in under $100, $90.45 for a nice chunk of Nitro-V, nice G10 handles, and really cool design.
1, 2, 3. Depending if you count how you open it with your fingers, 4,
5.
5.
So if you reverse flick it or thumb flick it.
Ooh, I forgot 5. 5 ways to open.
Yeah.
Love that.
Super fidgety.
Keeps your, I will say this. It's almost like gaming. People talk about like hand-eye coordination. Like
Yeah.
You kind of get pretty good with
Manipulation, yeah.
So,
I like it. Next up, and we've got a ton of new MICROTECHs. We didn't want to flood the show with MICROTECHs, but we wanted to show off at least one of them. We will be showing more in coming shows, but this one is going to be the Cypher 2. And, wow, that popped out nice. This is going to be the natural clear apocalyptic standard. And we're talking M390 MK, which is what they're going to be using on all these new generation, which is with the dual fuel drive system. A lot easier to manipulate that button.
Well, one screw-ish.
One screw. The rest of the screws are actually hidden inside. And that is one thing. So you can take, and it's a myth that you can't take your MICROTECH apart. You can take it apart and not void the warranty. However, especially with these, the new ones with the screwless design or no shown screws, if you take it apart, do not adjust the hidden screws inside. And there's actually a notice in the box. If you adjust those hidden screws that are inside, then those are actually, that voids your warranty right there. So, but with this new dual fuel drive system, these are so much easier to manipulate. And I didn't have a problem with them before, but I mean, it's just
easy
actuates
brag.
super nicely.
Mr. Strong Thumb over here.
But even like I can bring it back with my index finger like that. Like,
at least you didn't say something like I did. I was like, so easy, even a child can do it.
Oh, that's awkward. Got the glass.
I mean, your grandma. Oh, that one's worse too.
Oh gosh, nice mill pocket clip with the ceramic ball or whatever on the ball in the pocket clip, and then of course the glass breaker on the back end, the tungsten glass breaker.
I know everybody likes the coatings. I honestly think I just like this plain.
I think it looks super sleek.
I like that better than the black. I like that better than any color. Yeah. I love everything about it. Now, what I think would make this so sexy and so expensive is a mirror polish blade with this. I think that would.
Yeah,
that would look sick.
And the ones that just released yesterday are going to be the Jack Wolf. This is the Cyborg Jack. We've got all 5 models here represented. We've got the Fat Carbon Dark Matter Orange, which you've got in your hand.
Ooh. Time out.
What are we doing
this one
here?
First?
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the Chaotic Resin. So it has a very Joker feel to it. Got the green, the purple, the white, the black. We're talking S90V on the blade steel across the board on all these. And I love the size of these. Like, a lot of the Jack Wolfs have been fairly large, but I like the size of these. And I love the shape of that clip point blade, like a Benny's clip or whatever. S90V on the blade steel. The fit and finish is fantastic. The frame is going to be titanium with the faux bolsters, and then you've got the handle material on top of it, and it's been formed in there seamlessly.
This is another company like Hinderer, ProTech. They don't need our help selling these.
No.
We put them on the show because they're really cool. honestly, we could never show these, and we'd sell out of them every single time. It's just one of those brands. People collect them. People got to have them. So if you're new to them, this first time seeing them, look into them. I mean, people really love to collect these, and they come. We've not shown it in a while, and I think it's because we've become numb to it because we see it all the time. But they do come with a really cool collector's tins, Pogs, if you're familiar with those.
And the artwork on them is custom done by an artist that they hire to do all their artwork. And Ben Belkin does a phenomenal job with his designs, but also he spends a lot of time with his designs and naming them as well. So this one's called the Cyborg Jack, and that kind of is an indication of the angular design. This is what it looks like, yeah. So this is the sticker that comes with it. I'm going to get that, whatever that was, string. Stay out of trouble. So that is Jack Wolf right there, riding his cyborg into battle.
And they come with a really nice leather sheath.
Really nice, soft, supple leather sheath.
Supple. That's it's correct.
It is. It is.
It's a unique word to use.
Supple. I like that word.
Today's literature reading.
This beautiful, supple leather sheath. And really good fit and finish all around. Really good unboxing experience. I think the tins are super cool. The artwork's always really well done. And that one is going to be the Kieranite Cosmic Pink.
And it just kind of...
It just shimmers. Ta-da!
Look at my knife.
And I like that they went with the contrast on that one with the black coated blade, the black coated titanium. I think it gives it a nice contrast, and the black hardware as well just sets it off.
This one.
And then I think my pick would be the Fat Carbon Dark Matter Orange, or...
Don't lie. If I didn't pick this one, you would have said this one.
No, I like this one. I do. Especially with the purple on the hardware there.
See, but you could do that yourself.
I think that looks sick.
I love the little upsweep they've done on this.
Yeah.
It's like modified clip point.
Yeah. And
almost like a buoy.
Yeah.
They've put that could be an argument blade shape right there on what that one. I know we argue over like what sheep's foot, what
right.
It's just this little upsweep right here that I'm talking about. It's
that exaggerated clip, yeah.
It's really cool though.
And you would think too, with as angular as these handles were, that they wouldn't be comfortable, but it actually fits in there really
nice. It's nice. I really do like this one. Man, you're seeing me really contemplate. I don't own a Jack Wolf, so yeah, I kind of want one. I really liked their modern flipper that they had. That was really nice. I would like to have that modern flipper with this. Did they have it? The chaotic resin? Chaotic? Yeah, that explains Joker. Yeah, I just really like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much everything on the show. Why did you put that there? Anyways, that's...
What are you talking about?
Let's just say there's some variants coming soon. Whoa.
Like a blade show variant?
So right here's where I insert that clip with you and Tyler goes, I can't tell you anything because you tell everybody.
Well, TC, like I've always told you, you're on a need-to-know basis.
Right.
And you don't need to know. Because you will tell everybody.
Yep, that's my job.
But
it's my job.
So anyways, I guess that's the show other than what we're carrying.
Yeah, and what they need to do for the...
Gosh, okay. Yeah, so we got one of these. You can get these. There'll be a link.
You can buy them from us if you don't want to go through the hassle. However,
yes,
if you don't want to go through the hassle of buying it, there is a way that it can be acquired
I'll tell you right now, this giveaway was sponsored by the people who didn't collect it from our past giveaways. So that's what happens. If you don't collect it, we re-give it away. So you can thank whoever just didn't respond to the email we sent out. So thank them, because it was already given away, but nobody responded. Can't just send it nowhere.
That's a nice knife right there.
Yeah, this is actually I think this is like a special edition.
Yeah, like
pretty sure
we're talking like a $250 knife, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'll put the stats of it, but you know, we just occasionally go in the back and see what hasn't been collected, and today this one was back there. So, and we've not let people get something on the show in a while. So
exactly.
Here you go. We're going to do this, and if you want to destroy it and use it as much as you can, well, that's not all you'll get. You'll get this work sharp knife sharpener. I have one of these. TC has one of these, and we have one of these up here in the studio. They get the job done. This is a nice thing. It's a $60 value, so
you too can win.
Yes.
Be the opposite of a loser.
Opposite of a loser. And just to quickly tease, because I believe we're allowed to say this now, but if you've paid attention to our background for the past couple months, there's some stuff back here.
That one and this one. The new and improved Ken Onion Edition knife sharpener and the blade grinding attachment. We're going to be doing some demonstrations on these. Isaac's going to show you touching up some kitchen knives with this one. And then I'm going to show you doing some restoration and some more work with that blade grinding attachment as well.
More heavy duty things if you want to kind of start from blank and versus if you just want to touch up stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll give our opinions on it.
These will be available coming up June 3rd, I believe it is.
So yeah,
those are going to be available to buy. But in the meantime, we're going to show you how they work and show you all the new features on those new sharpeners that Ken Onion helped design there for Work Sharp. What are you carrying?
Today I am carrying a little makeshift thing. I got some stuff coming in that for a new EDC carry for next week that I'm kind of excited to show, but I ain't got it in yet. Ordered it last night. We'll see if it comes in. Got me a little Hinderer copper pin. They don't make these anymore. Let me help you guys out here. There we go. Little $80 pin. Pretty nice. Uses Fisher
Space Pen refills.
Something, yeah. Wright brass. Sorry, we don't have these anymore. Those were a limited edition. And then I believe this one is called the Fin Rare from Concept. It is a really fun knife. It's another one of those that you can open it multiple ways.
It's a beautiful knife.
I like that it matches my brass a lot.
Heck yeah.
Really need to get me a brass pen to kind of just finish off the little collection there.
If you've got a bead on a brass pen that you want to sell him.
Yeah, I don't want a big one though. I don't want a heavy one.
Right.
So
something small, minimalist.
Yeah. So yeah, that is it today.
Today for me, I've actually got my MICROTECH UTX 70 Bounty Hunter right there with the Hellhound blade. Love that thing. It's been I've had it for about a year now, I think it is. Still love it just as much, and actually one that not a lot of people can get their hands or could get their hands on. This one's not being made anymore. It is a Winter Blade Co. This is the Mirage. So really, really cool design. If you haven't looked into Brian Winter's Winter Blade Co., check out his Instagram because he makes some really cool designs. He's an engineer, extremely talented, and I really dig that knife right there.
Yeah, you guys probably won't ever get one, but let me see that thing. So you could go from this or this. So I mean, you can put this in you could insert this in the blood groove. Look how cute this thing is.
It's cute.
Let us know what you're carrying. Let us know what your favorite is. Once again, thanks for watching this terrible show.
We love you guys.
We hope you join next week.
Because we're going to have more for you, as always. Remember, if it cuts,
we sell it.
and carry it sometimes.
No, we just sell things here.
Just here to sell things.